Folks, have you ever wondered why it feels like government spending is as efficient as throwing your paycheck out the car window? Well, today we're driving headfirst into the endless money pit that we call government spending. So buckle up, it's going to be a costly ride. And now, to understand why that's always the case, the larger the government, the poorer the people, the smaller the government, the richer the people, is we must learn the truth about the economics of first, second, and third party spending. Government purchasing is always inefficient. It's not a Republican versus Democrat thing. It's human nature. Let me explain. There are three types of purchases: first, second, and third party purchasing. First party purchasing means you're spending your money to purchase a product or service that you intend to use or consume. So naturally, you're concerned about both price and quality. That is the free market, and that's why it's so efficient. Now, second party purchasing means that you're spending someone else's money on something that you intend to consume, or you're spending your money on something that someone else is going to use or consume. Now, in the prior example, you aren't at all concerned about the price because you aren't paying, but you sure are concerned about the quality since you're the consumer. Now, in the latter, you are concerned about the price because you're footing the bill, but since you're not consuming it, you're a little more flexible on the quality. Now, third-party purchasing is when you're spending someone else's money to purchase a product or service that you yourself will not be the ultimate consumer of. Consequently, you're neither concerned about price or quality. All government purchasing is third-party purchasing, and by its very nature is not concerned about either price or quality. So, understanding this truth, we must demand two things. First of all, government must remain small. We must only allow the government to do the things which the free market simply cannot. And second, government spending must be audited constantly to root out waste, fraud, and abuse, because there will always be waste, fraud, and abuse with third-party purchases. And finally, remember, there is no such thing as public funds. The government doesn't have any money. The only money the government has to spend are our tax dollars, and they don't have a right to any of it. Our founders created personal freedom, where we created a limited civil government. We decided how big we wanted it, and then obviously we had to figure out a way to fund it. Now it's the other way around. It's the government telling us how much of our hard-earned money we have permission to keep. That's not how it works. They don't have any money. It's our money, our tax dollars, or money that they borrow that we're on the hook to repay. Remember these basic fundamental truths of economics. They never change. Think about it. The greater the government, the greater the poverty among the people. The greater the freedom, the greater the wealth among the people. We've already seen that government spending is grossly inefficient. That's a fact of third-party purchasing. We've also seen how the free market always produces the best product at the best price and makes everyone wealthier. Let's give an example of the greater the government, the greater the poverty. Now, if you were to earn $100, then you'd have $100 to spend. If you went into a store and the highest priced good was $100, you would have complete freedom. But let's say if the government takes 25% of your money in taxes, then your purchasing power has been reduced to $75. And your purchasing power in the store has been limited by 25%. Now imagine 50% or 75%. Are you richer or poorer? What about everyone else in your community? And understand, the government doesn't produce anything. It simply takes efficient money out of the economy. And by the way, government can't create jobs. So whenever you hear a politician say that, it's not true. The government can only inhibit job creation with high taxes and great regulations. The government can provide the fertile ground for job creation with low taxes and few regulations. But the free market is what will come to the rescue and create a thriving economy. The black hole is a region of space-time exhibiting such strong gravitational effects that nothing, not even particles and electromagnetic radiation such as light, can escape from inside it. Understand, government spending is like a black hole because it's all terribly inefficient. For example, when Michelle Bachmann was a congressman in 2013, she found that 70% of food stamp money gets eaten up in bureaucracy. Only 30% actually makes it to the people. Now compare that to the charity Samaritan's Purse run by Franklin Graham. Roughly 90% of every dollar gets to the intended destination. That's the difference between government bureaucracy and the free market at work. And as a final example, take a look at this slide from outer space of North Korea and South Korea. There was a war fought there against communism in the 1950s. Ultimately, North Korea went atheistic and communist. South Korea went Christian and embraced the free market. Now just take a look at the two from this satellite image. North Korea is almost completely dark. It's dead. The people are impoverished, eating plants and dirt. South Korea is thriving economically, and you see lights all over like a Christmas tree. That's the contrast. The greater the size and spending of the government, the greater the poverty among the people. The smaller the government, the greater the wealth among the people. And it only works that way every time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you won't miss our next 5-Minute Facts video.